May I request all to please continue to be seated? There is no break in between. Sorry. Panelists, please come up.
May I invite our student panelists to kindly take the seats on the stage. This moment of transition brings us closer to another meaningful exchange, and we are grateful for your presence, dear student volunteers. It's my privilege to invite on stage Ambassador Dr. Deepak Vora and Dr. Jayashankar Prasad.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, absolutely. I'll stay here.
As we enter the final session of the day, we are joined by a leader whose work has quietly but powerfully shaped Kerala's management and innovation landscape. Dr. Jayashankar Prasad, C, who is the director of the Center for Management Development, Kerala. He brings nearly 3 decades of experience as an academician, institutional builder, and ecosystem enabler. A mechanical engineer with an MBA and PhD in management, he blends
for 1 minute.
technical depth with strategic foresight. Before CMD, he served as the director of the DCS MAT group of institutions and held leadership roles at Kerala Startup Mission. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Jayashankar Prasad C to moderate our closing session. A fitting finale to a day dedicated to shaping young minds. Sir, I would now request you to kindly introduce Ambassador Dr. Deepak Vora and frame the journey we are about to embark on.
Thank you. Now I'm going to where I belong, there, down. Carry on.
Okay, good evening, all of you. So you have a glimpse of what you're going to face right now. I have my speaker amongst you, and I don't have much time for introductions either because I'm sure he's going to go off. Now, though I've written a few lines about him because a big CV is very hard to finish off in this place. And once again, thank you, AMA and TMA, for giving us this opportunity. Thank you, all you students and everyone who is present here. So, let me introduce our speaker, Shri Deepak Vora, Ambassador Dr. Deepak Vora. And he's been, like you're seeing right now, he's been managing very contradicting roles actually. Being the excellent student throughout his career, ranked number 1 throughout from schools, to handling very big international problems. And just for your information, you are seeing a film star, though he says it was a flop earlier, but then he has acted in films. And his journey transcends across much beyond conventional diplomacy, statecraft, and a commitment to national renaissance and also a bit of social work. With a world which is more into geopolitical issues, we have a lot more technology disruptions like Jayant was speaking about. You need somebody who can manage multiple roles and philosophies. Now, he has also been advising the government on various aspects like the Autonomous Hills Development Council in Ladakh, though Ladakh is in news for a wrong reason right now. He has worked with the NGO Sulabh, so handled a very publicly important area also. And he has also been honored by the Sudan's highest civilian honor. And I also read in this profile, he in fact is a prince of some tribe in Sudan. I don't know what it means. So,
It means nothing.
guys, please be energetic, don't be sleepy. You have a great guy amongst you. I hope it will be interactive. So make the best use of it and let's have a great discussion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Jayant Krishna. Can you hear me? Great. Thank you very much. Now, all the introduction, I shall speak in English, in Hindi, and in Malayalam. My secretary wrote this introduction. Don't believe a word of it. I'm just an ordinary son of India. I'm repaying my eternal debt to my mother. My mother's name is Bharat, India. Tali bajao. Marshal Saab, do I have your permission to start? Nana Deepak, Nana Oru Malayali Anna. So where is Air Marshal Saab? I can't see him. With your kindness, Air Marshal, come right here. I see you are wearing a very beautiful tie. One of the things that I do in an area where I'm privileged to be an advisor, by the way, I'm special advisor. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, Tiger? I'll give you some money. Don't do it till I tell you. In one of the areas where I'm privileged to be special advisor, I'm neither special, no one takes my advice, but I get a car that goes, oh, nobody listens. But what we've done in Ladakh, we've managed to get some startups, and they make things that people want. Sir, please honor us by accepting a necktie made by these kids in Ladakh. You don't need to. And of course, you need some exercise, Mr. Krishna, so please come down here. I have something. Where are you? Come right down here. Also, I'm privileged. I've just returned from the Golden Temple in Amritsar, and we'll move on to my introduction in a moment, so please come right here. And then you can start the slideshow, the first slide. Look there, sir. Thank you. So if you're ready, I'm going to start. Are you ready? Let's have the first slide. Right. Welcome, sons and daughters of Bharat. We all live within our realities. मेरी दो realities हैं. First, by way of introduction, my father was a Pathan from Afghanistan. What was he? A Pathan. My mother was a Sikh. I'm a Sanatani. One of our sons-in-law is a Jew. My daughter-in-law is a Muslim. So who am I? Thank you very much. Human being. And the other two realities are, I'm 74 years young, and I'm still very good looking. Tali bajao. So therefore, I tell all the ladies, Victor Hugo had said, pagal aadmi tha, 170 years pehle, no power on earth can stop an idea whose time has come. Ye Victor Hugo ne kaha tha. I studied in France, by the way, and when they made me prince, ye tribe in Sudan mujhe banaya, to jisne banaya wahan ka raja kehta hai, along with the title, we'll give you a wife. I said, thank you very much. I can't manage one. Why are you giving me another one? They didn't finally. So he said, no power on earth can stop an idea whose time has come. Take a look. This is a book written by an American diplomat. I know her. She's my friend. She's not my girlfriend. But at 74, I can't have a girlfriend. I can't or I can? She says, you can. Thank you very much. All right. I'll give you my telephone number later. Oh, by the way, I forgot. This is my mobile. Do you all have mobiles? Show me, show me, show me, show me. All right, now please do what I'm doing. Switch it off for 20 minutes. And this book is called Our Time Has Come, How India is Making Its Place in the World. Our time has come. How India is making its place in the world. And she also writes, Ali Cyrus, the author, this is not India's decade, it is India's century. You can increase the volume of the sound. Why do I call it the Jamwant effect? India becomes Bharat, and I'll tell you why. First, you have to answer a question. You have a certain goal, whatever your goal. नहीं फर्क पड़ता मुझे, जो आपका goal है. You realize it with the good house, with smart clothes, with a nice car, or with self-confidence. What do you need to realize your goals? Come on, a nice house, a nice car, smart clothes, or self-confidence? Everybody here is saying self-confidence. You are so right. Listen to what Oprah Winfrey, have you heard of Oprah Winfrey, the world's greatest broadcaster? Listen to what she says.
This is a new India, a digital superpower, a defense leader, a voice in global diplomacy, and a powerhouse of innovation and talent.
It's very easy to curse my mother India. We don't have this, we don't have that, this is not happening, that is not happening. Those are old ideas. What is happening now, you are responsible, and we'll tell you what is happening. Listen to this man. Whether you like him or not, it doesn't bother me. I work for him. Whether you like him, it's your choice. But listen to what he's saying.
हमारा सिद्धांत है हम घर में घुस के मारेंगे.
Since when did we have this philosophy that I'll go into your house and beat you up? When I was growing up, when I was your age, I was told, if you slap me on this cheek, I'll say, please slap me here. If you kick me in my stomach, I'll say, please kick me on my back. Since when did we have this philosophy? Sons and daughters of India, I didn't have an answer. Prime Minister said this 6 years ago. I did not have the courage to ask him, sir, what are you saying? Even though I'm special advisor in Africa. This year I went to the Mahakumbh Mela. I'm a Sanatani. I believe in all religions. And I met a very wise man. I asked him, sir, what was the Prime Minister saying 6 years ago? That hum ghar mein ghus ke marenge. And then this wise man said, Ambassador, aapne Ramayan padhi hai? Do you know the Ramayan? I said, of course I do. He said, what is the last thing you remember? I said, the last thing before the war, the Lord Hanuman goes to that island, and before leaving the palace, he sets it on fire. Any of you familiar with that? Aag laga dete hain. And then Maharaj said to me, this wise man, Ambassador, thousands of years ago, हमने घर में घुस के मारा था. Then I understood what was happening. But the Lord Hanuman was very depressed, sir, because he couldn't find Sita Ma. He traveled from north, south, east, west. He stopped eating. He went into depression till the bear, Jamwant, came to him. Today, as a result of the Jamwant effect, Jamwant reminded Lord Hanuman of his strength, of his power, of his self-confidence, of his passion. And so he went and found Sita Ma, even though there were no helicopters or ships or submarines at that time. Today, Bharat, my mother, your mother, has self-confidence, self-belief, self-esteem. Am I right? How many of you think you are inferior to the Americans? How many of you think you are inferior to the Europeans? How many of you think you are inferior to the Singaporeans? Not one of you. We are inferior to nobody. अपने लिए ताली बजाओ. जोर से बजाओ. क्या कर रहे हो?
उनकर धैर्ज हमारी सीने फट जाते चट्टान के.
And when I get angry, the mountains start trembling, because Bharat now has this enormous power that we have built. Now let me tell you very quickly. Listen to this. 1915, 2015, 2016. The terrorists attacked some of my soldiers. we lost some boys, our sons. What did we do? We sent our special forces into Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, into Myanmar, and we smashed those camps. That was in 2015, 2016. In 2019, after Pulwama, we used the Air Force. We bombed Balakot. So, first time we sent troops, second time we used the Air Force. But in 2025, we did not risk the lives of our children. We used missiles to destroy the terror camps. This is the power of my mother, Bharat. And let me just finally tell you also, we've just tested a missile, Agni 5. And there's a certain fellow who lives in Washington. His name is McDonald Trump. Not McDonald Trump. What's his name? Donald Trump, sorry. Yeah. So Donald Trump has got very scared. Because what we say is this missile has a speed of 30,000 kilometers per hour. We tell lies. We say the range is 10,000 kilometers. Rubbish. I'm involved in this, I know. The range is about 50,000 kilometers. I can hit America and come back. Tali bajao. This is the strength. And you know what we tell our enemies now? We give them a warning. Look, the term superpower. Have you heard this word, superpower? It was first used in 1944, when the Second World War was still going on, by a chap, I call him Vincent Lomri, but his name was Vincent Fox. He was a teacher at Columbia. I used to attend his lectures. I wasn't born in 1944, but he wrote this book in 1944. He said in order to be a superpower, in his book Superpower, he had listed 3 countries, sir. Soviet Union, United States, and Great Britain. This is 1944. Soviet Union, where is it gone? No idea. Great Britain, where is it going? No idea. The only one that remains is the United States. And he also said in 1944, you won't get a copy of this book, it's out of print. I had a copy, some stupid president took it from me and never gave it back. And he had said, of the countries I see emerging, 1944, one of those countries that will be a superpower is called India. So what do you need? Chanakya, long before this joker, Chanakya had 2,400 years ago, he had said. Have you heard of Chanakya? Kautilya, my grandfather, my grandfather's grandfather's grandfather. He had said, in order to be a great nation, you need good leadership. We have the best in the world today. For almost 3 years now, an American company called Morning Consult says Narendra Modi is the best leader in the world. I don't say it. An American company does it, and I don't pay them to say it. Tali bajao, tali bajao. Our diplomacy is the best. In our military, we have a highly decorated air marshal here. In our military, number 1, United States. They have a lot of money, they don't know how to fight. जहाँ जाते हैं उनकी पिटाई होती है, भाग के आ जाते हैं. But they have a lot of money. Number 2, people say is Russia, even though in Ukraine they are having trouble. Number 3, military is India. And all this nonsense I hear about China is pure nonsense. They had a one-child policy for 30 years. They recruit into their military at 30 years of age. I recruit at 18. At 18, you can fight. At 30, you are already middle-aged in the military. So don't believe a word of those who say, China, China, China. Don't worry about it. Mujhse darta hai. He's scared of me. That's why now he doesn't take panga with me anymore. Economy, number 1, United States, no doubt. Number 2, people say is China. All right. Although the Chinese manufacture their figures and change them every day, they never tell the truth. In fact, how many of you speak Mandarin? I do fluently. There's no Mandarin word for truth. There's a Mandarin word for reality. Whereas for me, it's Satyam eva jayate. Truth always triumphs. So as far as the economies are concerned, United States, China, I heard it mentioned that we are the fourth largest. Well, wait for the announcement. We are well on our way to becoming the third largest economy in the world. This is the reality. Believe it. The declining West cannot deal with me. They don't know what to do. This is an India that says no. This India stands straight and says no. They go mad because I don't listen to them. You know what they do? They beat their chest, high, high, high. And what do they sing? They don't know what to do with me. 27 nations have given their highest national awards to Narendra Modi. 27. 8 of them are Muslim countries. And then they say he's anti-Muslim. 8 of those are Muslim countries that have given their highest awards. Sir, you talked of developed India, the previous speaker, developed by 2047. True. That's the goal given to us. But I will not be alive. By 2047, I will not be alive. You will. My sun is setting. Your sun is rising. But I want to know what Viksit Bharat, developed India, looks like. Have you any idea what it will look like? Have you any idea? Nobody has an idea. So what do I tell Viksit Bharat? I have just one request. Are dikha to de, let me see what developed India will be like so I can come back to live in it. You kids, as Prime Minister says, for you it's an unending party. We are giving you a developed nation. You have to take it forward. Will you take it forward? I didn't hear you. Will you take it forward? Is that a promise? Otherwise, this Malayali will come and beat you up if you don't take my mother forward. Listen to what the President of Guyana says in November.
India today is a world leader.
I didn't say it. He said, India today is a world leader. We are all sitting there. And he says, can you leave your Prime Minister behind for 5 years to develop my country? We said, sorry, sir. In Government of India, we don't give leave for more than 15 days. We can't leave him behind for 5 years. Then, great nations, education, technology, infrastructure. Take a look at this. Which country builds over 30 kilometers of highway every day? Which country does it? More than 30 kilometers of highway every day, India does it. Which country builds 12 kilometers of railway line every day? Who does it? I do it. 34 kilometers of road, 12 kilometers of railway line. Which country builds 8 airports every year? Who does it? Say it loudly. India does it. Loudly. When I was manufactured in India, I was made in India in 1951. We had 500 colleges and universities. How many, beta? 500 colleges and universities in 1951. How many? 500. Today I have 60,000 colleges and universities. Oh, criticize and abuse us as much as you want. We know what we are doing. By the way, I opened 2 new colleges, sir. 2 new colleges every day. I open 2 new colleges every day. I open 3 universities, new universities, every month. You can curse and abuse and say, ye nahi hai, wo nahi hai, we don't have this, we don't have that, we don't have AI, we don't have this. Happy birthday. Go have your breakfast. We know what we are doing. The student population, by the way, age of 6 to 11, age of 6 years, sir, to 11 years, student enrollment in India, child enrollment in schools is 98%. Curse, abuse as much as you want. We have 98% of our children aged between 6 and 11 going to school. You know, America's total population, sir, is 34 crores. Sir, 340 million. 340 million. My mother, Bharat, has 340 million students. Are kaun rokega? Who can stop this tsunami? You are the tsunami. Who's going to stop it? Nobody, not even Donald Trump or his uncle can stop this tsunami that is coming. That's why they are so angry with us. They are scared of us. 100% electricity. Which country has it? Developing country. 100% water in homes. Mobile connectivity, 100% toilets. We built 110 million toilets in 2 years. Nobody has done it in human history. Narendra Modi didn't build them. Our engineers did it, our plumbers did it, our contractors did it. They built them, not the Prime Minister. Acknowledge this. And of course, you belong to a state. Shame on you guys. You're the most developed state in the world. You give us an inferiority complex. I come from Punjab. I don't like you guys. You are going so far ahead. Wonderful. Keep going. You know, we make more locomotives in 1 year than America and Europe combined. And we had the king of locomotives here a little while ago, the Vande Bharat person. We make more in 1 year than Europe and America combined. Garib desh hai, are we a poor country? Tell me, are we poor? Do you see the money? Hey, put your phone down. And let me tell you something else about India. 100% of my citizens have been fully vaccinated. We talked of health a little while ago. Ayushman Bharat is the world's greatest, the world's largest government health insurance. 500 million Indians. And if you're above 70, you get free treatment. Oh, there'll be people who'll cheat and cry, etc., etc. 70,000 hospitals, sir. 70,000 hospitals. Last year, I gave 2 million medical visas to Europeans, Americans, Africans who want to come to India for medical treatment, and Kerala is a preferred destination because you have the best doctors, you have the best nurses. By the way, let me just tell you that as far as Medicare or Modi Care as we call it is concerned, we are second to nobody. We are better than the best. Now I'll tell you something else. Public digital infrastructure. For a population of 140 crores, ma'am, I'll give you the latest figure. I have 125 crore smartphones as of today. I got the figures this morning. I checked with Niti Aayog. 125 crore smartphones for a population of 140. Sir, please come here. You, sir, come here. Now, I want you to turn around and look at the children. Come. Now, anybody here who does not have a smartphone, please put up your hand. Dekh liya aapne? Have you seen? Anybody whose mummy or daddy does not have a smartphone, put up your hand. You see this? 125 crore smart. Are we joking, sir? We can be critical. 120, and I do 6,000 digital transactions per second. How many, ma'am? 6,000 per second. Can you imagine what this country is going to, where we have brought India for you? Last year, I did 10,000 crore cashless financial transactions. 10,000 crores. 10,000 crores. For comparison, America did 300 crores. And the great China did 1,700 crores. I did 10,000 crores. You see the infrastructure that I have for you? Tali bajao. 3 Indians join the internet every second. 2 are from rural India. And our semiconductor mission. Oh, we may be late, we may be this, we may be that. We are racing ahead. By the way, Apple, I just saw the latest figures. 40% of its phones by the end of this year, the latest 17 model, will be made in Bharat. 40%. जोर से ताली बजा, क्या कर रहे हो? Louder, I can't hear you. Power respects only power. All this nonsense about non-violence and we are lovely people. Oh, we are not. We can be tough as nails. Ask the Chinese what we did to them in Galwan. I was there. We taught them a lesson. Don't mess with me. 140 crore people? Do you realize the power of our nation? Power respects only power. And those who treated us with contempt, we heard the previous very good, outstanding speaker say, American mothers would say, you should, don't waste your food. There are millions of starving Indians. Now let me tell you about that. They now seek my partnership. Those who laughed at us. And we had this Raisina dialogue in the nation's capital, sir. 125 countries came. The Europeans sent their largest delegation in their history. They came to Delhi because each one wants to look at your market. 140 crore people? Do you realize the strength of our market? You, all of you have the latest smartphones. I'm sure some of you have even booked your iPhone 18, even though it hasn't come out in the market. This is our strength. And my instructions from my leader, today when you talk to anybody, don't lower your eyes. Don't raise your eyes. Look the guy straight in his eyes. आंख से आंख मिला के बात करो.
जल्दा जमाना है तू चलने दे पार्टी को बेबी यूं ही चलने दे.
This is the party that is going on. By the way, last year, madam, we brought back 200 tons of our gold from the Bank of England. It had been sitting there for 30 years. So I asked a former governor of the Reserve Bank, good friend of mine, I said, Tiger, why did you leave it there for 30 years in Bank of England? He said, we had no place to keep them. I said, what rubbish. You could have kept them in my bathroom. I would have kept 200 tons of gold. My government has 1,000 tons of gold. How much? 1,000 tons. And our daughters, Indian women, have 25,000 tons of gold. Thank you very much. And you Malayalis, you don't even do the wedding comes later. First show me the gold, how much you have. Even I have so much of gold on my body. I told you I'm a man. You know, we are complex, we are messy, we are unapologetic. When I was in college doing economics, I was told that you need to do this in order to be a developed nation. But the Americans and the Europeans tell us, we are doing everything wrong. If we are doing everything wrong, then how are we developing? Either I go back to college and beat up my teachers. They must be dead by now. That you taught me all rubbish. We're not supposed to. The Americans say we are not supposed to do this. BBC, CNN, Washington Post, New York Times said we are doing everything wrong. So, my request to you.
अगर इसे समझ सको मुझे भी समझाना.
So if you can understand what is happening, let me know. The Arab League, have you heard of the Arab League, Air Marshal Saab? The Arab League is 22 countries. They speak one language, Arabic. We are one country. We speak 22 official languages. ताली बजाओ जोर से, क्या हो रहा है? Clap louder. We are a role model. We are a role model for multi-ethnic countries. We are a role model. You know, there was a reference made to the films I acted in, which were super flops. I was no model at all. But we tell the whole world, if you want to develop a multi-ethnic society,
तेरा ध्यान किधर है ये तेरा हीरो इधर है तेरा ध्यान किधर है ये तेरा हीरो इधर है.
we are the heroes. We are the role model for many countries. Let me quickly end by saying, 1947, we didn't get independence. They tell you lies. Only my body became free. 25 lakh, 2.5 million Indians fought to preserve the British Empire. 2.5 million, including my late father. They fought to protect the British Empire. I had no problem with Germany or with Japan or with Italy. I was a colony. And then with 25,000 people, this man sets out from Singapore. Give me blood, I will give you freedom. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. And so when we installed his statue, Mr. Krishna, That day my mind became free. And when Chandrayaan went where nobody had gone before, my self-confidence became free. I'm a Sanatani. I don't hide the fact. Sanatan Dharam means all religions. And when Ram Lalla went to his home, my spirit became free. That was for me Ram Lalla. Whether you like it or not, whatever your religion, it doesn't bother me. My spirit became free. We are one civilization. We worship the Shastras. Have you heard of our old Shastras, sir? And we also worship our Shastras, our weapons. In the Mahabharata, Lord Krishna tells Arjun, Parth, don't touch your weapons that you have hidden for 12 years in a cemetery. First pray to Mahadev, to the Lord. Pray to him and then to the Lord Shiv, then touch your weapons. Beta, ye ek desh hai. We worship our weapons. We worship our scriptures. That's what scares the world when they see us.
दिल भर के लिए दिलदार हैं हम, दुश्मन के लिए तलवार हैं हम, मैदान में अगर हम
And if we get angry, oh boy. Oh, by the way, our total private wealth, where is Madam gone? Where is the other Madam? Ah, the other Madam is there. Madam, our total private wealth is $8.2 trillion. 8.2 trillion. A trillion has 12 zeros. And you know the number one spend? Beauty parlors. sometimes, ma'am. Sometimes. You see, even ma'am goes to a beauty parlor. So do I to get my hair cut. $8.2 trillion. I have 650,000 towns and cities in India. How many, ma'am? 650,000 towns and villages. How many? 650,000 towns and villages in India. And I have 10 million beauty parlors. Now that's why all of you become Miss Universe, Miss this, Miss that. Keep it going. Keep it going. That's what we love. Here we come. We don't accept foreign aid from anybody. We help 150 countries. For 25 years, I don't take a dollar from anybody. I help 120 countries, 150 countries. China sent its great name card to 200 countries. And China's name card said virus. What did it say? And I sent my name card to 200 countries. My card said vaccine. What did it say? Are जोर से ताली बजाओ आप, you can talk to each other later. Vaccine, that's what I did. We shared our limited vaccines with over 100 countries. Why did we do it, sir? Because we are a very good people, sir. Forget these economic figures. Human index, we are number one. We're just the nicest people in the universe. We shared what we needed. We gave it to others. Because we call her Bharat Ma. And a mother never hesitates to give to others what she has for herself. That is Bharat Ma. And McDonald Trump said, we will never forget India's kindness. Now he's changed his mind, the buffoon. By the way, there's an English expression. How many of you speak good English? You all do. When the going gets tough, come on, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, right? So add a line, when the going gets toughest, the Indians get going. Come on, clap louder, what are you doing? And yet 5,000, Air Marshal Saab, 5,000 of our doctors, nurses, ward boys, pharmacologists, ambulance drivers, they died, sir. They died during the epidemic because we didn't have the protective gear. My own doctor, 39, I was 72 then. He died, ma'am, saving me from the virus. What do I tell his wife? What do I tell his children? He died to save me. I'm here because of this man. This is India. This is Bharat. You know why? Because we are so good. What does everyone say? We are India wale. We are great people. Not always like this, beta. 1966, 1967, the rains failed. Your state, like the rest of the country, was on the verge of famine. Indira Gandhi went to ask for wheat from the United States. The Americans said, India has come begging. You don't talk this nonsense, you idiots, about the Prime Minister of India. And then we were told, don't eat on Mondays. In 2 years, 1966, 1967, I have slept hungry on 80 Mondays. My mother told me I did not eat. She would say, mother, Deepak, eat something. My father would say, he loves his country so much, he won't eat. I did not eat for 80 Mondays. Tali bajao. Loudly, I can't hear you. Now, we were talking about food. Do you know what my food grain reserves are today? 8 crore tons. 8 crore tons. The world's population is 800 crores. If everybody has 1 kilo a day of wheat or rice, I can feed the whole world for 20 years. This is India. This is Bharat. Have this faith, have this pride in what we have achieved. And as we're going to end, by the way, our median age is 29. Half of all Indians, like these kids, like you and I, are less than 29. And half like some of them are a little more than 29. The oldest country in the world is Japan, 49 median age. Last year, Japanese mothers did only 750,000 children in the whole country. Can you imagine? I'm not going to tell you how many we did, but this is the Japanese figure. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It's the youth of India today. Countries with young minds. That's us. That's why the whole world looks at our youth, sir. And what does the whole world say, Mr. Krishna?
ये जवानी है दीवानी मेरी रानी रुक जाओ रानी देख जरा पीछे मुड़ के.
My Javani, you are not here to look back. You are here to look ahead. Am I right? Then clap, 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 clap. जोर से ताली बजाओ. The earthquake in Sikkim 2011. Sir, I took this photograph. I don't know if you can see it here. Look at this boy. Perched on a hilltop. The road was broken in 300 places because of the earthquake. 300 places. And a European company said, we will take 9 months to repair it. They looked at Google Earth. 9 months. And so the then Prime Minister said, ask Border Roads. Have you heard of Border Roads, sir? It's our organization. He said, ask Border Roads. I know because I made the phone call. I was in Sikkim. I took this photograph. I made this call and I asked the Director General of Border Roads, how long will you take to repair the road? He said, I'll call you back after doing a survey. And as I stand before you, I went to the temple this morning. I'm the son of a Pathan. We never lie. 19 hours later, sir, 19 hours later, Director General called me. He said, Ambassador, the road is open. 9 months and 19 hours. We lost 22 of our sons like this. Our capacity for sacrifice is amazing. I went to a Sikkimese home. Do you have children, ma'am? Do you have children? She had lost her eldest son. He was 24, ma'am. Do you have children? He was 24. He died. He fell into the river. And then I said, can I do anything for you? Because you will get a lot of money from the government, from Sikkim government, army, border roads. I wrote her a check. I said, anything else I can do for you? She said, yes. You have called me sister. I have a younger boy, he's 22. Get him a job in border roads. I was astonished. I said, but your elder son became immortal in border roads. She said, don't you want to give the younger boy a chance to become immortal for India? The water rushed into my eyes, ma'am. It still does when I think of that. I held her hands in mine and I said, Ma, tujhe salam. If I'm ever born in India, may it be from the womb of a mother like you. Sacrifice me for this country when the time comes. And then I understood, sons and daughters of India, listen to this. I'm going to conclude now. We are not Indians because we live in India. We are Indians because India lives in us.
तुझे सलाम
This is my tombstone in Kargil. I've already had it built. Small little stone. There was someone we loved. He became immortal, part of my family in 1999 in Kargil during the war. And right where he took 8 bullets in his chest, our child. We didn't cry, we celebrated. And there's my tombstone, scattered in the dust. Silent I remain. When India's bugle calls, I will rise again. I'll come back to defend my mother. For too long, sons and daughters of India have others written my destiny. Let me give you one figure. 101 years ago, 1924, 1 lakh Englishmen ruled over 30 crore Indians. They were 1 lakh. We were 30 crores. How did this happen, beta? Never, never, never again. If they try and come again 1 lakh, we'll sink them off the Malabar coast because our fish like to eat white flesh. They better not try coming back to mess around with India. Now we make a commitment. Marshal Saab, we make a commitment that we will write our future ourselves. So no one, ma'am, will write it for us. Will you write India's future? I didn't hear you. Who will write India's future? I didn't hear you. Who will write India's future? You will? I want to hear, we will. Who will write India's future? Say it louder. Who will write India's future?
मैं अपने हाथों से इस दुनिया की तकदीर लिखता हूँ नहीं पैदा हुआ कोई जो रोके मेरी राह
I touch my ears because I ask God to forgive me for saying, you don't bother. We will write India's destiny. We will write the destiny of the world. You know, sir, forgive me, all these wonderful people here. I do believe, I'm convinced that God too is Indian. Bhagwan bhi Bharti hai. Clap, clap, clap. And have you heard the expression, ye dil mange? Ye dil mange? Come on, the heart wants more. Do you know why? Why does the heart want more?
दरवाजे को कुंडी मारो कोई ना बच के जाने पाए को डांस नहीं करना वो जाके अपनी भैंस चराए
जी भर के नाच लो ना घर वाले ना माँ पे हैं क्लब पे अपना राज है डरने की क्या बात है ये तो बस शुरुआत है ये तो बस शुरुआत है
अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू
Thank you very much, sons and daughters of India. Khade hoke, stand up and applaud. Come on, stand up and clap. Come on, louder, louder. I want to hear you. Let this sound go across the world. India is awake. My children are awake. Don't mess with me. I'll destroy you. I am the best. The others are the rest. Clap again. Thank you very much. It's been a great pleasure, a great honor. And now if you have any questions, Mr. Jayant Krishna will answer them. Jayant? No. Oh, his full name is Dr. Jayashankar? Dr. Jayashankar, sorry, I got your name wrong.
It's okay, sir.
The board in front of you has misspelled your name then.
Last meeting.
Lazy,
forgot to
lazy
change.
fellows.
Yeah, they forgot to
Sorry,
change it.
sorry, Dr. Jaishankar.
That's a great session, sir. It's a great session.
Now,
Anyway.
hang on. Is there a hospital nearby? After all this dancing, I need to go there.
Some water?
No, thank you. Okay, go ahead and ask your questions. Oh, now I have to be downstairs. Why am I here? The stage is for the big people. I'm an ordinary son of India.
Okay.
I'll answer from there.
I think I don't have any questions to ask him.
नीचे से करूंगा सर. मेरा स्टाइल है.
So
ये मेरा स्टाइल है.
now I think I'll straight away move into our student panelist, and I think start from that end. Shoot out all your questions and ensure that he comes across to you. Do you have questions then?
Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Rohan. I'm coming from DCS MAT, Trivandrum. And my question for you is, you have seen leadership at highest levels. What's the leadership trait you think young people should start practicing early?
Total commitment to whatever your objective is. Total integrity, total honesty. That is the quality of leadership. You can inspire people by personal example. You can't demand leadership. You have to command leadership. हाँ बेटा.
Good evening, sir. I am Aditya from DCS MAT, and my question is, what qualities do you believe that the young people should cultivate to succeed in their future?
Have one goal. Swami Vivekananda said, have one goal. Live that goal, dream that goal, eat that goal, sleep that goal, and you will succeed. That is the only advice I can give you, which I followed in my own career. One objective. Do you understand what I'm saying? One objective, and let that be the final objective that you wish to obtain. You will be successful. All right? अरे ताली बजाओ, फोन को मत देखो. Don't look at your mobiles. Clap.
Good afternoon, Doctor. I'm Ruben John Thomas from Asian School of Business.
Yes, sir.
And my question is...
Your question is written on your mobile. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. You speak several languages, French, Spanish, Vietnamese, Arabic, Armenian, and the list goes on. So, and you have lived in many cultural environments. So, how important do you think cultural intelligence is in diplomacy and global cooperation?
How important is? Which intelligence?
Cultural intelligence in diplomacy and global cooperation.
Cultural intelligence?
Yes.
Be sensitive to all cultures. Mother India is an example. One country, 22 official languages, hundreds, thousands of dialects. We are not an exclusionist culture. We are an inclusionist culture. Let me tell you what the great poet said. Yunnan is Greece, Misr is Egypt, Roma is Italy. Yunnan or Misr, Roma submit gaye jahan se. All these cultures have disappeared. All these great civilizations. Still survives Bharat. Abhi tak naam baki hai, naam un nishan hamara. There must be something. We refuse to die. Do you know why? Because sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Sanjana Varghese from Asian
Hi,
School of
Sanjana.
Business.
How are you?
I'm good, sir.
Will you give me dinner tonight?
Sure, sir.
Thank you very much. What will you give me?
What do you want, sir?
I want adai, I want upama, and I'll have that ragi balls. Oh, they make them brilliantly here. in
Sure,
Kerala.
sir.
Thank you very much. Mummy ko phone karke bolo main aa raha hu.
Bilkul, sir. So my question is, have you felt nervous before making any important decision in your life? And if yes, and how did you deal with it?
Have I felt nervous before making decisions?
Any important decisions?
Yes. Not just nervous, but there was something tearing me apart. For example, once in Sudan, they had kidnapped 5 of our oil workers. I knew who those fellows were, the kidnappers. I communicated with them. I said, let these kids go. They were 25, 26, 30. Take me instead. And they said, how much money will your government pay? I said, they might give you 1 rupee or 2 rupees. They don't value their ambassadors that much. Meant to be a joke. Ultimately, the Sudanese army went in to rescue these kids. 2 got shot. 1 died trying to escape, and the other 2 came away. So when my government found out that I had offered myself in exchange, they got very angry. They said, Mr. Ambassador, if an ambassador is taken hostage, it can become an international incident. So I said, well, guys, I'm very sorry, I won't do it again. I'd listened to my heart, not to my mind. My mind said, follow the rules. My heart said, save the lives of these kids. And then my government still got very angry with me. Said, Mr. Ambassador, a tufan, you know what a tufan is? A storm. A tufan is coming from Delhi. Now hide from the storm. And I sent back a response. Tiger, I am the storm. I am the tufan. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Time you listen to your heart. I tell Prime Minister, he does man ki baat. I prefer to do dil ki baat. जोर से ताली बजाओ यार, क्या कर रहे हो?
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Meenakshi from Asian School.
Hello,
of Business.
Meenakshi.
Hello, sir.
Sugamano?
Sugaman.
Sugaman? All right, go ahead.
Okay, my question is, if someone faces repeated setbacks in their chosen career or in their life, how should they decide whether to persist or pivot?
If someone has a setback in career or in life, like your boyfriend runs away, then what should you do? Is that it? All right. I don't know. It's happened to me so often, I've forgotten. But yes, if you made a choice, there are any number of choices. Move ahead, beta. Where are your eyes? In front of your head or at the back? Eyes are in your front or at the back of your head? If they are in your front, look ahead, don't look back. Chala gaya, it's gone. Look with confidence to the future. We all make mistakes. Even God made a mistake. He created human beings. Look ahead, don't look back. All right? Would you remember that? Look ahead, keep looking ahead. We are unstoppable. We are India. We are Bharat. We are the land of tradition. We are the land of peace. And yet, we know how to fight. We are the protectors of the universe. Go right ahead. Next one. Yes, sir. Go ahead. That's made in China, your microphone, so it won't work.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. My name is Vishnu Prakash. And
Hey,
I am
Vishnu, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
I can keep taking your name Vishnu. It's a very special name for us.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead, Vishnu.
So I'm an MBA student at Asian School of Business. Trivandrum.
Oh, okay.
So, sir, my question to you is that, being a diplomat, how do you ensure that the cultural sensitivity and the ethical responsibility go hand to hand? How do you
It's
ensure?
a very interesting question. The best way to win somebody's heart in a foreign country is to learn their language. I'll tell you a little story. I speak 12 foreign languages with total fluency. I never worked anywhere in any embassy. I only got the ladies to teach me the language. Or did I say ladies? No, I got my teachers to teach me the language. The president of Armenia, I speak Armenian fluently. It's a Sanskrit-based language. He invited my wife and I, when we were leaving, he invited us for dinner. And he made a comment, sir, which we recorded. He said, if Ambassador Deepak Vora were to stand for elections for president of Armenia, he would win hands down. So I learned their language. I respected those people, loved them like crazy. Cultural sensitivity comes in accepting differences, celebrating differences. All right? हाँ बेटा जल्दी बोलो उनको नींद आ रही है. They want to go and eat. Are you giving us something to eat after this? Thank you very much. I'll go and eat somewhere, send you the bill. Go ahead. Come again.
Hello, sir. I am Athena Laiju from College of Engineering.
Athena.
Athena.
What a lovely name. What
Thank
does it
you, sir.
mean?
I am it's goddess of wisdom.
Thank you. Athena, Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom. Right. Go ahead.
Sir, you have been a diplomat, teacher, advisor, and even worked in
And
media.
terrible at everything.
No, sir. So how do you think it is important for young professionals to have to explore diverse fields rather than sticking on to one path?
You know, once you've chosen a path, stay with that. We say don't be a dilettante, don't jump from here to there, from there to here. If you've chosen your path, move. But if you find you're not succeeding, you don't get the satisfaction, feel free to change your opinion. Like for example, what if I had been a successful film actor? I would still be there, and that, what is that fellow's name? Bachpan, not Bachpan, Amitabh Bach, something like that. Would have had no chance to succeed. I would have been the big hero. But my film flopped, and the producer, the scoundrel, hasn't paid my money to this day. 1972, must be dead by now. But I flopped, so I decided, came back to Delhi. My dad said, enough? I said, yes sir, enough. He said, now write the civil service exam. I still didn't want to. I wrote the exam. Made every effort to fail. What do you think happened? When the results came, I was first in my batch. So I got stuck in the foreign service. Anyway, it's a great career. I've enjoyed it. Beti, if you feel you're not getting what you want, feel free to change. All right? Ultimately, think with your heart, feel with your mind, rather than the other way around. अरे मेरे बाल को क्या हो रहा है? अच्छा, चलो. बोलो बेटी. Last one.
Yes, sir. So myself, Devika. I'm doing MBA in CET School of Management. So you have seen many nations rise and fall, cultures connect and clash. So in your view, what is that one human value that can outcast politics and truly unite the world?
Empathy. Feel for the other person. Put yourself in the shoes of the other person. Help them. And you will find so much of happiness in helping others. By adoption, towards the end of her life, my mother became a Buddhist. She taught me a lot about compassion, which is the essence of Buddhism. And she says, if you see someone in trouble who needs your help, don't hesitate to help that person. Reach out and touch someone. The world will be a better place. All right? Thank you. That's what I have learned in my life.
Yes, sir. We'll give the audience a chance to throw a few questions across. So you've been walking around them, so
sure.
I'd request, we have another...
Every question is 2 rupees.
5
You have to
minutes?
pay by online transaction.
We have 5 minutes, so as many questions, rapid fire as possible. Just please share the mics.
Where is Air Marshal Saab? Ah, right here. He's going to answer your questions. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, here's one question. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll repeat your question.
I'm asking behalf of everyone here. So, we are all MBA students. Some of us will be HR managers or marketing managers.
You are doing MBA?
Yes, sir. All of us, sir.
Have you finished class 5 or 6 in school? You are so young.
No, actually, I'm the eldest in the class.
All right, go ahead, beta.
I'm asking, sir, so we can be anything, but I want to know, or we want to know, how can we be you?
ये गलती कभी मत करना. Don't make this mistake. You'll be very unhappy. Be yourself. We are each created individually with our destiny. And follow your destiny. No one can stop you. But just reach out and help others. All right? If you can do that, you'll be very happy. Song of happiness. Reach out and touch someone. Don't let the chain of love end with you. I'll tell you a little story. It's a song that I love, ma'am. There's this woman, a rich American woman, a white woman driving her car through the jungle. Her car breaks down. She's very rich. She's alone. And then another fellow, a strange-looking character, pulls up. And he says, ma'am, may I help you? She's very frightened because she's all alone on a mountaintop. He fixes her car, and she pulls out $5,000 to give it to him. He says, no, ma'am. I did what I had to. Don't let the chain of love end with you. She goes to a restaurant, has dinner, and the waitress in the restaurant is obviously in very poor shape. She's pregnant. Her nails are cracked. Her hair is not made. Obviously very poor. So this lady says, it's time for you to go to hospital for your child. She says, we don't have the money. So this woman says, fine. She has her dinner, leaves, and leaves $10,000 on the table. And she tells the waitress, I'm going, don't let the chain of love end with you. And then this waitress, her husband comes to collect her. You know who the husband is? The man who had helped that woman, who had helped repair her car. So don't let the chain of love end with you. All right? That has been my life's philosophy. Keep spreading sunshine wherever you go. Make people smile. The longest word in English is smiles, because between the two S's, you have a mile. It's the longest word in English, smiles. Keep smiling. Spread sunshine. Make the world a better place than you found it. Promise? Yes or no? Thank you very much. You guys are feeling sleepy.
Okay, one last question because we are running out of time.
Okay,
so
one last question, one ultimate question, one final question. Right, go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, sir. Don't use this Chinese stuff. Come and use this. Go. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm having a goal in my life. So.
Your what?
I'm having a goal. Yeah. So one of my greatest dream is to digitally literate the students all over India.
One of your dreams is what?
Digitally literate the students all over the India. Digital literacy.
Okay, I didn't understand. Oh, how to make people digitally literate?
Yeah.
The smartphone does it.
Yes. So I would like to.
The smartphone transcends the literacy barrier. You look at a photograph, you're able to send and receive money. You don't need to be literate. This is the revolution going on. And artificial intelligence, by the way, I just heard that the biggest development of artificial intelligence is in China. They need it as a replacement for their natural stupidity. Artificial intelligence to replace natural stupidity. They are idiots, those fellows. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So one of my question is, can AI replace human?
Now, AI will modify our way of thinking, but it will never replace us. We are God's primary creation, and we intend to stay that way. All right? Who created AI? We did. And if it gets too active, we'll uncreate it also. Have faith in yourselves. Have faith in us.
Thank you, sir.
Ambassador, I think, yeah, there's one question. Okay, somebody, he has been up for some time.
Good evening, sir.
Abhi upar aata hu. See, I'm getting old now. I can't even walk that much.
I think for the rest of the audience, that will be the last question that we will take. And then, since the program has to continue on time, so please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. My name is J.S. Amritanand. I am coming from TIM, Trivandrum International Institute of Management, my Saraswati College of Arts and Science, Velaspishala, Trivandrum. I have been a great fan of you. So, आप एक इंडियन हो तो मैं आपसे हिंदी में ही बात करना चाहूँगा कि आप यस सर
गो अहेड सर
सो मैं आपसे ये पूछना चाहूँगा मेरी एक क्वेश्चन है दो पार्ट्स है पहला आप एक एम्बेसडर हो अखंड भारत कब बनेगा आपके ख्याल में क्या है दूसरा आईएफएस क्रैक करने के लिए हमें क्या करना चाहिए और एमबीए के बाद आईएफएस क्रैक करने के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं हम
You're asking how to qualify for the foreign service.
As well as
I
for
wish I
Akhand
knew.
Bharat.
I've forgotten how I cracked it, sir. It was 52 years ago. I don't remember. Obviously, I did a terrible job because they sent me to all wonderful places as ambassador. Sudan, South Sudan, Nigeria, Chad. Terrible fellows, my government. At least send me to a decent place. They didn't. No, sir, if somebody has a single-minded goal, dedicated. But the advice I can give to those who aspire for the foreign service, keep your eyes and ears open. Read, listen, be aware. Don't go into this Wikipedia nonsense. Just listen to news, listen to Doordarshan, listen to your own channels, because the European channels all have a agenda. We don't. Listen to all of them, listen to our channels, make up your own mind, exercise your own judgment. That would be my advice to you.
Thank you, sir.
I think so. There was a great session and a great storytelling, if I may say it that way.
Wait.
You're not done?
No. I was going to say something.
Okay.
You know, sorry. When I turned 70, my daughter sent me a phone. I used to have that old Nokia phone. So she said, Dad, you've become old. You tend to be forgetful. I said, yeah, I mean, I'm not old. Your dad is old. But anyway, she said, so she sent me this phone made by a fruit company. What's it called? Apple. Thank you very much. And she said, there's a woman who lives in that phone. Now, what is her name? See, I tend to forget. Siri. And she says, if you ever forget your name, you can ask Siri. Does Siri work here? Shall I try? Let me try, just finally, for the sake of Apple. Hey, Siri. She doesn't speak here. She obviously doesn't like me. Let me ask her again, one more time. I'm troubling her too often, quite right, because I forget everything. Hey, Siri. What is my name? You know what she's written here? Good Lord. Let me try it again. Hey, Siri. I don't know. She's not speaking to me. Hang on. All right. Let me turn this off. What is my name? She says, your name is Deepak Vora. Is that right? Is that right, sir? You think so? She's a very smart woman. She's a CIA agent. Now I'm going to trap her. Hey, Siri. What is my wife's name?
Is that right or wrong?
She's written there, which wife? I have only one wife, sir. 48 years, I have one wife. Madam, Air Marshal Saab, please believe me, I have only one wife, sir.
Yeah, it will take some pressure to believe that, but anyway, so I think I'll
You see the jealousy, you notice the jealousy in his voice.
Obviously, right? I was thinking of retiring in another couple of years' time. Then I meet up with this person who's 22 years and 52 years experience, so can't help it. Anyway, thank you for a
Dr. Jaishankar.
Great session, sir. And we concluded. And thank you, TMA, AIMA, and all of you students for a wonderful session. All the student panelists and everyone who has assembled. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm heading to the airport now, going back.
Thank you. That was the end of a powerful session, moderated by Dr. Jaishankar Prasad. And a real thank you, Ambassador Dr. Deepak Vora, for this energetic and wonderful session. Thank you.
You very much, ma'am. So pay me extra because it was wonderful.
As a token of our appreciation, we now invite Dr. Jaishankar Prasad to kindly present the memento to our speaker, Ambassador Dr. Deepak Vora. May I request George Koshi, Joint Secretary TMA, to kindly present a memento to Dr. Jaishankar Prasad. This gesture reflects our gratitude for the time, wisdom, and your presence today. Thank you.